the town can't afford to pay for the cleanup, and they don't want to be obliged to do the cleanup. But the precedent, I guess, has changed since 2001. They're not responsible. They've got
are writing the checks.
But is there no concern then on the part of council then to wait for the feds to hand out those funds? I mean, we all heard of the Sydney tar ponds, and it's been waiting for probably 50 years for that.
Those funds are being spent now, and the low-level radioactive waste site is licensed now, and it's the process is underway. The cleanup is a foregone conclusion. It's not something that might not happen. It's going to happen, and a big focus of it will be for instance, at Cameco has got its huge budgeted program to retract from the water of the turning basin and to face itself kind of toward the west further and demolish all those buildings that are redundant along the western or along the eastern side of their property. Yeah, that's all part of this.
Designs for what they plan to do. For sure,
it's a spectacular improvement.
So I guess the real concern here for the Central Pier, or the Center Pier Group rather, is that there really has been no studies done. There's been no research. It's just been a matter of let's just start all over again. We'll cut and run, if you will,
that's
and
right.
we'll just. And you'd like to see some strong, sober thought on maybe assessing where.
We thought earlier that we would ask for studies about why these decisions have been made, and they'd hand us a stack of documents with a bunch of serious engineering reports and serious environmental reports and serious cost analysis reports, and we'd read them and ultimately probably agree. They either haven't done any of these studies, or they've done them and they aren't giving them out.
The answers they want.
The answers that they are basing their decision on are private.
Is there a lot of support within the community itself are more and more people getting on board with this?
Well, we have 315 members from a standing start, and we get new members every day. People sign up and come to the piergroup.ca, the website. You can read this report online at the website. It's also available at Furby House Books. And in fact, you can find it if you know how to manipulate. You can find it on the town's website. Because they received it for information. Okay. So it's there on the town's website as well.
Now what about, this is a novel approach, but what about dumping it on Facebook?
It could easily happen.
Because everyone and their brother-in-law is on Facebook now. I mean, I'm not, because I'm just not. But,
I'm not a computer person. I can write a letter and send an email. We do have people who are much more computer literate on the steering committee, and that's something that we can put to them. Yeah, maybe not a bad idea.
Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea either. Well, you know what, I don't believe in any government, any level of government, just basically saying, this is a decision we've made, and suck it up, if you will. But obviously this is a concern not just for the two of you, but for the 300 members of the peer group, plus a number of other citizens who probably aren't aware of exactly what's going on. Because as you said, most people are probably under the impression that they've done extensive and expensive research studies and environmental assessment studies. And
if we think about the major economic changes that are going on right now, who anticipated this, that, and the other thing 6 months ago or a year ago, how do we know what the world's going to look like 5 or 7 years from now, and how attractive these buildings will be relative to a flat green thing that you mow? And if the plan in the background is condominium development, they could come forward and say so. It would be quite controversial. If that is their thought, we think they should, be brave
and on that note, that's going to bring us to an end here on Municipal Matters. I want to thank you for watching TV Cogeco. I'm your host, Dave Glover. With me have been Chris Wallace and Rod Stewart, the co-chairs of the Centre Peer Group. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Keep watching Cogeco, folks.
Dave, thank you very much.